Cutie pie. What are you doing? So I was watching a K-drama, and that one character they had, he said that he refused his shamanistic abilities or duties, and after doing so, he started experiencing tragedies. He went to prison, he lost his family, and so he developed a grudge towards his own destiny. And it just made me think that what if the reason why we think life is hard because we keep trying to live it based on the rules of society and what everyone else is doing, which is not completely applicable to our soul's design. Like, if you ever notice and really think about and examine the rules of society, they are so constrictive of one's true nature. It's so rigid. It's like you have to play by their rules in order to be accepted by the larger collective. Those rules don't really honor authenticity or good and moral character or people with integrity. They're always honoring people who have some sort of character deficiency or problems with self-honesty and aren't really honorable. I'm not saying that people who usually apply morality are much better than those who don't, because in fact, if you have leaned to the extremes of morality, you also cause suffering to other people. Let's take creatives for example. They are the ones who create and bring about changes in our perspective through their art. They're not completely rewarded for the things that they do, especially when they create from their heart and their soul. But then the people who use deceptive means to exploit weaknesses or insecurities, they're the ones who make much more money. From a business perspective, I do understand that. But if you examine it from the lens of humanity and soulful wisdom, you tend to see the cracks. So what I'm getting at is two things. One, a lot of the people that I know right now are feeling like life is not worth living because they're pursuing a path that other people told them would be much more lucrative for them. But deep down in their soul and their core being, what they really want to be is just somebody who does art, consumes art, or nurtures, like takes care of people, animals, plants. The second thing that I want to get at is that you really can't escape your destiny. And I say this because I know I've said this multiple times on here, but right before I completely left or quit social media, I did run an account with a lot of engagement and followers. And then as much as it gave me a lot of validation and dopamine hits, I figured that that was not the path that I should be pursuing my entire life, where I'm only living superficially, and any attempt I have at going deeper and connecting deeper genuinely with other people through my content and my art, it doesn't get rewarded. But if I stay on the shallow end, it resonates with so many people, and I just didn't feel any fulfillment and satisfaction from that. So what I'm saying is, like, I left all that with a little bit of fear that what if I can't ever replicate that same thing. Regardless, so I was out of the public eye for so long, and then I created one where I didn't even reveal myself. However, I was able to build a really good amount of following, and I, even though it's not up to the same level as it used to. I would say that it's much better because not only did I build it brick by brick, but they're also with aligned people that want the same thing as I do, genuine connection, delving deeper into the mind, into the matters of the heart and soul. That made me think that even though I intentionally took a step back and then I obscured myself, if my destiny is to be in front of people, even while hidden and in the spotlight still found me, that speaks so much into the desires that I already have since I was a child. I've always felt like I was meant to be on stage of some sort. So in that sense, I thought, you know what? Maybe I am meant to bring about change in an unconventional way, in my own way, with my own twist, in due time. Maybe I would have my own stage, my own platform, not in the way people gain it from previous means or previous ways that other people give you the opportunity, but I might create the opportunity myself. What if what if all these videos that I create would open the door for that? It's just this strong feeling that I have that I'm supposed to be in some sort of a spotlight, bringing about changes in perspective. But in order for me to get there, I had to undergo some sort of training, soulfully and mentally and emotionally, so that I could sustain the level of success without it ever changing me. These things getting into my head and making it big, I am able to put them back under my feet to keep me grounded. Yeah? And right now I am still not to a level where I can say that it's completely life-changing for a lot of people, but to be able to touch a few lives and change them in a way that makes them live a lot happier, lighter, changing the way they approach things instead of the way they always used to do it, with escapism and avoidance and coping mechanisms that ultimately led them to a deeper hole of misery. Now, right now, the challenges are not absent, but they're able to deal with them a lot better and come out of it stronger, with more confidence in themselves. Maybe something is gonna come of this. I just feel it in my bones. Because how is it that I've felt this way since I was a kid without knowing how, when, or why? And I keep shunning it, I keep repressing it, I keep pushing it down because I thought it was just delusional. But now that I've seen that I can do it without the support of people that I know, and now that I see that spotlight does really find you if it's meant for you. Yes, followers and subscribers don't mean anything if I'm not really out there, but it will. I know that it will happen. The one thing that I can be sure is I need to become a beacon, a homing signal for that destiny to find me so I can fulfill it. Maybe even with the level of awareness, maturity, and wisdom I have now, I'm still not ready. Maybe it's just way too big. I need to become a different type of person to be able to handle all that without it destroying me. What do you think, bro? Do you agree, champ? That is the thought for the day. Don't run away from your destiny because it will catch up with you no matter what you may run, you may hide, you may deny it, but it will find you. If there is a desire in your heart right now that you have denied yourself because you think you can't do it or it's not for you, just be graceful, be patient, and work on yourself and your beliefs. And because two things can happen. One, you grow into a person with completely different wants, different desires and a different dream, or you'll have the same dream, and one day that one dream is finally going to find you. It's going to find you no matter what. Just have to trust.